Okay, let's play.
I'm so not done doing this yet.
So, Joseph, what's your preferred seating area in a drinking establishment?
Sorry, one more time, say again.
What's your preferred seating location in a drinking establishment? You sitting in the booth in the back? You sitting at the bar? You sitting at a table in the middle of the place? You're back to the wall.
Back to a wall near the entrance, full view of who's coming in and going out.
Like a booth or a table or
preferably a booth.
Okay. So you've gotten to Valhalla. Kind of first thing, you know that you've got a courier gig lined up, and you're meeting somebody at this place. You wouldn't normally go to this particular one. There's been some weird stuff that's gone on recently. And this one's it's known to have the occasional play being occasional independent play being wandering around. There's occasionally frequented by some notable rocker boys. It's a hole in the wall, but it's a hole in the wall that's got a reputation that's a little frou-frou for your tastes.
It's Max's Kansas City in New York. CBGB's.
Yes, kind of like CBGB's, where it was a hole in the wall, and then some stuff happened and it got notoriety. So you've arrived just shortly after they've opened. There's a second.
There's a.
Sorry, I'm gathering an image.
Show on the left.
What you got in that mug, Brian?
Really weak coffee.
No Jameson?
No, not today. I don't have any left, actually. I got the bottle back here.
That's an empty bottle of Jameson.
Hoarder.
That's okay. I keep all my empties too.
Just so I can throw at a stranger someday.
All right, I cut back on a couple things. I took out my cyber optic eye, and I took out my micro missile launcher, unfortunately.
Micro missile launcher?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't want a micro?
You're going to want that, dude. You're going to want that.
I want it, but my humanity's at 35 right now, so I was told to stop at that point.
I wish it would let me share just one freaking image. Actually, that's. So, take a look in the chat. I just sent a link to the chat, and that's what the bartender looks like.
Ooh, she cute.
She very much looks like she's done. Like the bar just opened. Like, you there, Brian?
Oh, did I go away?
Yeah, your video went
When I
away.
brought up this
Your beautiful
website.
face went away.
Just your smiling face. Just want to make sure. There you are.
When I clicked on the link, it must have done it. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm guessing you're running through your iPad for your
I
actual
am.
connection to. Yeah.
I can
It's
use
fine.
this thing over here. I don't know.
But yeah, that's Jill is visually she's very similar to Jill. It's not actually Jill, but so you've got the idea.
She's little.
Yeah, it's like she, tall enough to see over the bar and that without anything, but she's.
Does she have like really tall shoes?
No, there's a little bit of a lift behind the bar, so that the back of the bar is tall.
Got it.
She doesn't like to be called Jillian.
Yeah, no, that'll. Okay, so who's ready to be inside? Who's ready to go to the bar?
Also, I added one thing.
Okay.
The micro laser cannon.
So did we decide to email this to Patrick or?
Yes. Yeah,
I emailed it.
Just email it to me.
I don't think we're going to get in a massive fight right away.
Yeah,
just
last minute.
So Jonah, what did you add?
The micro laser cannon, the Militech laser cannon.
Okay, so not cyberware, just a laser cannon, just for the sake of having a laser
cannon. Yeah, for the sake of it.
Okay.
Everybody needs a laser cannon.
I got a laser cannon.
Elon Musk has a laser cannon.
Okay, so
I've always
where's
wanted
your
a
laser cannon? Where's your laser cannon?
So Marty, your boss sent you to meet up with this nomad to. You got to be errand boy today. You drew the short straw on this particular day. You have to go to this bar in the middle of damn nowhere that's gained some notoriety, but you got sent there because they need something delivered, and they won't tell you what it is. And basically it was, you're doing this or you can find another job. It seems like it's below you, and you tried to pawn it off on one of your subordinates, but but you happened to do it within earshot of one of the guy who gave you the assignment, and he said, either you do it or you're gone.
Fine. I'll do it.
And then Ray and Big D, I'm assuming that you guys would be out having a bit of a drink after being let's say being unceremoniously let go after your respective employers were met an unfortunate end, let's say.
We did tell you that we're not married, right?
Yeah, no, I assume that, but it's one of those things where
we're
married.
I have never met him before in my life.
But we're drowning in each other's miseries because we both just lost our jobs.
Well, I figure that anybody who's sitting there annoyed because they lost their jobs, not because they got fired, but because their employer
doesn't exist anymore. Yeah.
It no longer has a pulse.
Right.
And not in the way that, full body replacement. They just are dead. They're just gone. I figure that's a justifiable reason to no longer have gainful employment. Your employer
He's dead. Yes.
has a building full of them.
I am most definitely sitting at the bar on
Okay.
if the bar's like an L, I'm sitting on that short end of the L.
Okay, so your back is to the door.
No, my back is to the
Because the way that the bar is set up.
Oh, I don't know what the bar looks like then, I guess.
Yeah. So the bar is set up. Is there a whiteboard in here?
If you go to whiteboard, online whiteboard.
Are all of you in Albuquerque? Or you're familiar with Albuquerque? Because you could just describe like Bert's Tiki Lounge or right?
Well, I just want to throw down I'm trying to see where the whiteboard.
That's how I'm picturing it, but
Bert's Tiki Lounge.
Yeah, it's an L shape with
I'm definitely
short
picturing
end.
the bar of my college years.
Let's do this.
Did you find an online whiteboard?
I didn't. I'm just gonna.
You sure I won't need a laser cannon in these first few moments?
Okay, here's a link to online whiteboard.
I got one.
Okay.
Oh, man, I love you guys.
I've done many an algebra problem on it.
Oh, dope.
Okay, so
it's like a bar.
So this should
There you go.
There we go.
should be that should give you an idea as to what it looks like. The ones along
Looks like a face.
Looks
Yes.
like Moe's bar.
Pretty much you've got the tables in the middle. That's the entrance to the back office. That's the restrooms. That's the bar area. Joseph, you are over here.
All right, I'm in the far southwest corner then.
So you're right around here.
I'm right there.
Okay. And then Joseph is over here.
I'm green.
Okay, Big D, where would you be?
I think I'm on that center table.
Okay, so
One of those high tables, right, with the bar height.
Yeah. So you're probably like right about here.
I was thinking the one lower than that, closest to the.
Okay, so right about here.
Sure.
The one on the right looks
He
a
has
little
to pee
bigger.
pretty often. He has to be closer to the bathroom.
It's because it's me trying to. I'm freehand drawing this stuff and not being precise. Okay. So you've all met. So the three of you have managed to get there fairly early. Corey, you are getting off of a 48-hour shift. And you have and whereas usually that 48 hours you've got part of that time able to sit back and chill out. No, this one was bad. It was one of those nights where you need to wind down. You're exhausted, so you got to go somewhere near the hospital. But you are done.
Okay.
And not in the like. You need to go somewhere and get a drink, but you're too tired to go anywhere that far from the hospital. And this one's kind of a known quantity. You don't necessarily like to go to this one, this particular establishment on a regular basis.
Mhm.
So what would your preferred? Would you just saddle up to the bar to get your beverage, or would you?
Yeah, I just go to the part of the bar that's nearest the door.
Okay, so you're probably like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So surprisingly enough, you four are the only ones in this bar at this point in time. It's just opened for the night. You Ray and Big D, you guys actually were wandering in as you watched the bartender unlock the door and followed her in. So like, you're that's how close to opening you got there. You're like,
They're still playing the old people music.
you actually watched Jill set up her playlist for the night. So it's not the old people music, but it's the beginning of the playlist.
Weirdly, she uses
It's the pre-9 o'clock
so-
music.
Yes.
Hey.
That's me at a booth.
There we go. So you guys are all in there. So what are your drinks of choice? What are your what you drinking? What's your
Standard
poison?
beer.
Okay. So we got Joseph with a beer. Corey,
Well,
That was on
whiskey.
special.
you got well whiskey,
It's my third double Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
Third.
Third.
The bar's just open and you're on your third already.
Hey, I'm down my sorrows. And I
Yeah,
can
two
hold
on
my
the way
liquor.
over.
And I'm close to the bathroom.
Ah, that was
So,
planned.
I don't know if I can keep up with that.
so Marty, you reach the door of this place. You recognize that you've been here before. Not really by choice. One of your boss, an idol, a rocker boy that your boss was a fan of, made a couple of surprise appearances here, while waiting for some concerts, a couple months back. And so you got dragged here, on the hopes that maybe she'd show up here again. Hasn't, but you've been dragged here a couple of times, and you knew this, and so that's why you were able to find it. It's kind of a back alley, like Brian said, kind of the CBGBs. Like, if you knew it before, then it was easy. If you knew it, it was easy to find. Now it's gained a little bit of notoriety. So, because there have been some streamers that have decided to live stream from there, and like I said, some famous rocker boys. It's run by technically the owner used to be a basically a solo, basically did a little bit of professional wrestling, a little bit of mercenary work, a little bit of everything, and then she decided to open up a bar. And so it's got some weird notoriety. So you roll in, and there are 4 patrons there. You obviously know that you're looking for Joseph. He's Joseph. If you'll describe yourself over in your corner booth. I know you got your picture there, but
Joseph is a skinny guy in a suit that is pretty beat and worn, and he is and it's about a size too big for him. Where he's sitting, one of his arms is a little longer than the other, and one of his ears is a little wonky, and he doesn't really look up. Keeps his face down when nobody's around. Looks like he's trying to keep to himself.
so you know he's the one there that you're there for. But you do see MedTech,
And I know what he looks like.
There's a certain look that nomads
That a
have.
nomad has.
They're couriers. They're road worn. You're definitely you look around. There are 4 people in this place. You've got an obvious med techie, fresh from the hospital, still in scrubs. Who's got their drink at the bar. You have techie, looks somebody who's obviously like
A geek, a nerd. Yeah.
nerd, put stuff together, takes stuff apart, fixes stuff, and then you've got somebody who could be anybody, but he's obviously not in the mood to be trying to take a parcel from point A to point B. So if those are your 4 options, you can pretty well assume that the guy you're looking for is the one who, looks a little more road worn.
So my objective that was given to me is to find this carrier and give him something to carry.
Yeah, you've been given a parcel to give to him to take to.
And I know his name is Joseph.
Yeah. Joseph, you know that there's a corp coming to give you a package. What you know that the corp doesn't is that the corp is coming with you on the delivery.
I know that.
Whether he likes it or not, he's coming with you on the delivery.
Okay.
Like I said, you don't know this.
I don't know this, or he doesn't know
I'm
this.
looking forward to going home after this.
Yeah, Marty's rolling in there expecting to hand you a package and be like, "See ya," and go back
He's
to his company.
Go home, listen to Huey Lewis, and kill somebody. Gotcha.
Exactly.
How do you know?
I heard so.
Got me all wrong, pal. So, how do we proceed?
He said 1 minute.
Sorry about that. Headset decided it needed to disconnect right then. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Headset went like, "Oh, yeah, you're going to disconnect." You can always tell when the sounds start coming directly to the speakers. So you guys see an obvious corp, like Corey, Ray, Big D. You all see the corp walking. Like it's one of those things where the record scratches as the corp walks in, because even though this place has become a more known establishment, there's a line where you sit back and go, "This guy's not normally gonna be."
Right.
So, what do you do? Marty's got his
Coming over.
Marty's got his package to get delivered, but what do you do?
Hey, hey, how you doing? My name's Joseph. How are you?
Hi, we're doing this right now? You're Joseph.
I'm Joseph.
God, this place smells weird.
Yeah.
I have a package for you.
Hey, just because one of the employees is a corgi that talks doesn't mean that you get to insult the way the place smells.
Ugh.
That gets screamed over from the bartender.
My shoes are sticky.
Good. So
anyways, do you think you can handle it from here?
No, let's go.
No, let's go?
We're coming. We're going to go.
No, I'm having a drink here.
No, look. And I pull out a piece of paper. I don't even show it to you. A piece of paper says, look, it says, we're going. We're going to go. We're both going to go. So I get up out of the bar. I haven't touched the package. And I start to walk. Come on.
Okay, I guess I grab the package and I follow Joseph out of the bar. Anything to get me out, really.
All right, so we're heading.
So as soon as you reach the front door of the bar, door swings in the opposite direction that it opens, and a batch of three solos walk in and grab a hold of Marty and start walking out with Marty.
Hey, he's got to take that somewhere.
What? Unhand me. What is this?
Hey. He's got.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm gonna down my shot. Can I down my shot?
Go for it.
I'm gonna walk to the bathroom.
Okay.
We gotta go.
I've got like my super hearing going on too.
But you're not. I'm not paying it. I'm purposely not paying attention.
So
I'm too sad about losing my job to really care about anything that's going on.
I'm most definitely paying attention because these people look like either one of them, the solos or the corporate guy. Any of them could be my future customers.
Yeah.
Well,
can you describe a solo to me?
Well, these particular ones are probably 6'3", whether they're naturally 6'3" or not, it's a completely different matter. You got two of them that are one's holding either side of you, escorting you very politely, and by politely I mean you're almost touching the ground, while the other one is sticking a black fabric bag over your head. They've both got all three of them have cyber limbs, arms, at the very least. You ain't looking through their trousers to see what else they may have. But obviously, there's a little bit of. But basically, they're the fight. Solos are basically the all-purpose fighter. They're the ones who are there to do the bulk of the damage in a combat scenario. They're the mercenaries. They're the bit o the bit o combat meat that you're used to. So you're being escorted out. I'm gonna say unwillingly.
What? He's being escorted out of the bar or further back?
Yeah, he's being forcibly taken out of the bar.
Oh, all right. Well,
and Joseph does not know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm like, cool, we're going.
You know who the solos are, and why are they there?
Nope. But this is where we gotta go.
You
They're heading
just
this way.
are
Let's
excited
go.
to go. Okay.
So Joseph, they take the guy who you're supposed to be taking the package with, who you're supposed to be escorting with the package,
Uh-huh.
and they throw him in the trunk of a sedan.
Oh, before they get there, I'm gonna kick on my adrenal booster.
Okay.
So who has the package right now, Joseph or Marty?
Marty has the package right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, hey, he can't go in that car. We have to go deliver that package.
They ignore you.
I draw.
Joseph, catch.
So
I point. So we really gotta go.
Is he using persuasion right now?
No. He's using
no.
guns.
So, Marty, you hear? No, he can't go in there. He's got to come with me. Click, click. Oh no. The guns do that themselves.
Oh, I forget. Yeah, smart gun links.
Since you got the smart gun links, you don't have to do any of that. The only thing you have to do is reload. So do any of the so this is all perfectly audible inside the bar.
Sure. Yeah.
Uh,
At this point, I've snuck out the back door. I'm walking in the alleyway behind the bar toward the street, kind of around the corner from the bar.
So like you're gonna get a view of the situation, but not
From outside the bar. Yeah.
Okay.
When solos came into play, I became interested and decided I'd go around back and just kind of see what's up.
So Corey, you actually do know the bar owner, so that's the reason why you were actually able to get out there. You actually know her.
Oh, good. Okay.
So you don't run into any problems for that.
Sure.
You're a known quantity to them.
Yeah. That's how I know that the emergency alarm wouldn't go off when I pushed the door bar.
Well, I mean,
Because they haven't paid the bill in months.
Ray, Big D, you guys doing anything or just sitting there drowning your sorrows?
Well, I'm sort of interested at this point, just for a purely entertainment point of view.
Okay.
I'm thinking I don't want to get mixed in with solos. I'm kind of more of a I like to I interact with technology stuff and mechanical things a lot better than I do with people with large guns and lots of cyber limbs. So I'm paying attention for the entertainment value at this point.
Okay, so you do stick your head out the door to catch a glimpse of what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe in case the cops come. Maybe in case the cops actually show up, that you can at least say what went on.
Yeah.
In case
can
the
solos be reasoned with?
Well, they're people, but they. I mean, it's not like they're cyber psychos or anything like that. They're still people.
Can I reason with them right now?
You're pretty sure that you've seen those things where somebody is being abducted and they've got a black fabric bag over their head. That's what you've got right now. You are not there. You can try reasoning. You can try fast talking. Probably not going to do as much as Joseph. So Joseph.
Hey, I never got to say what I was doing.
Sure. What are you doing?
Yeah, what's Rad Ray doing?
Well, because of my expertly chosen seat in the bar, I have a good view of everything going on outside. And I've kind of settled up my bill in case I need to make a hasty, I don't know if escape's the right word. Not retreat, but following this situation.
Okay.
If I can be of assistance,
Okay.
shall we say?
So everybody's kind of sticking. Everybody's got their nose outside. Couple through the main door. We got Corey out. Look at on the situation from the corner.
Yeah, I'm on the corner smoking a cigarette.
And then Joseph with the guns pointed at the pursuer with the solos. They're ignoring you, Joseph. So
How can you ignore that?
well, because they're idiots. They know that their job is go in, grab the corpse, leave.
Well, I'm gonna try not to hit Marty.
Yeah. So you're gonna have. So it's gonna be a reflexes pistol, since I'm assuming you're doing the pistols.
Yeah, those are my
So
pistols.
let me pull up your character sheet.
Do you not hit the suit?
Since I played the Friday night firefight.
So it's gonna be reflex handgun.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a difficulty of 20, a difficulty of 25 to not at least wing. So 20, and you're gonna be able to hit at least one of the solos. 25 if you want to 20 if you get 25, then you manage to hit one of the solos and not hit Marty. 30, and you manage to headshot one of the solos and take them out of the fight entirely. And remember, the sixes explode, so if you get a 6, you get to reroll and keep going as long as you keep getting 6s. And that's my rule. That's not a normal in-game rule. That's a
yeah. So I'm just rolling. What am I rolling? I forget. It's been too long.
yeah. Me.
Do I roll just 6s?
Well, you're.
Is it based on the gun?
Well, to hit, it's based off of just your handgun. It's handgun.
Right. Well, that's pretty good. So that's 6. My reflexes is 10. Plus.
Right. It's basically
plus 2 for my boost.
Right.
So I'm already almost at 20.
Right.
But then what do I roll? 2d6, 1d6, 4d6.
You're gonna roll 1d6 right now.
1d6. And I got a 6.
And guess what?
I got a 3.
So you got
9.
So 9 plus your score. So what does that total up to?
15, 25, 27.
So you catch him right here. You catch one of the ones that's You catch the one on that's on Marty's right here. You didn't manage to catch the one that had put the bag over his head, but you caught one of the one that was carrying him. Marty, you feel
That's
you're
just
right.
the first gun, yeah.
Yeah. So you feel one like the one on your right just kind of drops you, and so you fall about 3 inches. Because they were literally carrying you. Still vertical, still almost looks like you're walking, but you're about yay far off the ground. So your second gun, Brian? Same deal.
Less good. Less good.
Okay.
That's gonna be 21.
21? Okay. Yeah. So the second one gets the guy who put the bag over Marty's head.
Mm-hmm.
And clips Marty in the shoulder.
What are you doing, buddy?
I don't know you from Adam.
All you know, Marty. All you know is
That there's a
people are
bag over
shooting.
my head. Someone is shooting.
There's a bag over your head. People are shooting. You fell down. The guy who was holding your right side let go. One who's holding your left side still has you, and then you got shot.
Just a little
Where?
shot.
Just right in the shoulder. Just
in my shoulder.
Nothing.
yeah. Not even. It's at this point. I'm not even gonna have you note down any damage, any of that kind of thing.
Right. Just a flesh wound.
Right. So one is the one is grabbing his shoulder because it's just near the lovely veins and arteries. Didn't actually pop in the head, but good enough to where he's not in a happy state. The one that Brian managed to shoot in the head, or in the neck. So the one that still has a hold of you chucks you in the trunk. So you're so Marty is getting lobbed into a trunk.
Help! Somebody help me! Can I scream that?
Sure.
I feel like I should
that.
be shooting more.
Well,
No.
we're literally like seconds in.
I know. We haven't rolled initiative.
Can I take the bag off my head?
Sure.
I haven't tied
So
you
can
up or
we
anything.
see what's going on?
Well, you're in the trunk now, right?
Yeah, you've been lobbed into the trunk, so you're a little
Well, it's not
stunned right
shot.
now. It'll take a couple of moments for you to take off the bag. Yeah, because basically they weren't expecting you to actually shoot because they didn't even notice that you had guns pulled. They were just like,
Why is that guy talking to us?
exactly. Like, why should anybody care? It's just a bullshit corp.
Right.
So everybody who's watching from the sidelines, what are you doing? You watch as the Nomad shoots one guy in the neck, one guy in the back. Bullet goes through the guy and hits the corp with the bag over his head. Corp gets chucked into the trunk, unceremonious. Like they were gonna nicely put you in the trunk of the car, but then when only one of them had a grip on you, he just chucks you in.
Can I shoot the third guy?
If you want to,
I got pretty good aim from where I'm at because they're just outside the door.
And since you're not worried about hitting anybody else, yours is going to be difficulty 20. Yours is going to be difficulty 20, and it doesn't matter any of the other stuff.
Okay, now I don't know how to look up all the rest of this stuff.
Well, what's your motivation for shooting the third guy?
Well, I'm going to try to shoot that third guy so that I can come over to Joseph here and be like, "Can I be of assistance? That'll cost you."
Yeah, Joseph doesn't have any money.
So you have
He doesn't look like he has any money either.
So it's
Maybe
difficulty.
give me a
Doesn't
weapon or
look
something.
broke.
So it's difficulty 20, plus any bonuses that you have from smart gun links, adrenal boosts, that kind of thing. And then you have an 8 reflexes and a 4 handguns. So you need a total of 8 to be able to actually hit him. And you can't really do that on a d6, so you need a 6 and then to roll a 2 or higher.
I can't use any other kind of weapon?
What
do I have all these weapons for then?
Well, it's a matter of you may have them, but a lot of them are, you have no heavy weapon skills, so you could use those, but then it's going to be just straight reflexes. And you're still going to need to be a 10, and you'll still need to hit a 20. And the grenade, if you lob a grenade, you might make it, but the likelihood that you're also going to take out Marty is entirely likely.
All right, what's this Street Master thing I got?
Sorry, pulling up your stuff now. That clock going off.
Someone getting out of a car?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I was just curious. Street Master is, I believe that's a shotgun. Let me double check that.
I don't know what I bought. I said eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Shotgun doesn't have a good range for this
Master
testing.
is a medium
Like, just put
auto
pistol.
pistol.
Or the Beret Light. That one had a long range.
Barrett Light is a sniper rifle.
That'd be awesome. Pulls out
You brought all this to the bar?
Yeah, these are.
I just got fired. You're unstable.
The entire time she's been just getting set up at that corner of the
Hacking.
bar.
Hey, you never know what happens in a bar.
rifle, cleaning out.
Let's see.
These are Barrett's guns from Solo, by the way.
Nice.
Bad hat.
Sorry, gotta. Go.
So one solo was hit in the shoulder.
One was hit in the shoulder, one was hit in the neck.
And they're both on the ground bleeding and crying.
Well,
Crying loudly.
one's swear. The one that got shot in the neck is swearing that I've been shot in the motherfucking neck. Oh no, the Speedmaster is an auto pistol, so yeah, you're fine on that one. That one's still gonna be a handgun. Sorry, I was having to double check where everything was. So yeah, Streetmaster is not a shotgun. It is in fact a pistol.
Okay, so do I want to use that or what?
Do you want to use it? Go for it.
I don't know. Does it help me?
Well, it's a pistol, and so your handgun still will actually work.
Okay. Okay, so I'm trying for an 8 on a 6 die. That's going to work real well.
You have to roll your 6-sided die twice.
Right, which means you need to get a 6.
But, times?
Well, what it is that if you get a 6, then it does what I refer to as what's referred to as exploding. It takes, and then you get to re-roll that because it's like you did really well there. So now we're gonna take and see if you do even better.
If I don't get a 6, then I'm just SOL.
Then you miss.
Just miss, but you make a loud noise, and everybody pays attention.
Exactly.
Should I go in there and keep her honest?
I'll trust it.
Shot.
All right, well, let's see what happens. There's been enough shooting. They won't care if somebody else shoots.
Another one.
Nope, I got a 3. I missed.
Okay, so you miss. Roll a d10. Roll a d10. Hope you roll high.
Is a 0 high or low?
That is a 10, so you're good. So you didn't manage to shoot Walmarty in the process of missing.
Poor man.
Just still freaking out.
He's in the trunk. How could I have shot him?
He just got chucked into the trunk. You think he went down like lying down nicely into the trunk? Probably not.
The lid's not closed yet. Okay.
Marty straightens out.
Okay.
As best he can.
Okay, so now let me So I'd like everybody involved to roll 1d10 and add your reflexes.
Somebody tell me.
So who's involved so far? Just Joseph, Ray, and Marty.
Those are the only people who are directly involved, but I want everybody to roll.
Oh, gotcha. 1d10.
Your right
Yes.
reflex. Okay.
1d10 and add your reflex.
I don't know what my reflex is.
Shit.
Your
Aria.
reflex is 8.
Okay, I got 18.
Okay.
I have 13.
Okay.
I have 13.
I have 17, although it's useless
Man,
in the back of the trunk.
I got 9.
Wow.
What are you doing?
So you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
I rolled a 1 and I got a 13.
So Ray is first up. Do you take another shot? What do you do?
Will this have the same odds as last time?
She'll
Well,
move.
so this time it's going to be a little different. So are you going to shoot at them again? What are your intentions?
Well, what's the third dude doing right now?
Well, from the look of things, you mean the one who has not been at some point injured? One who
Right.
just
Well, I'm
chucked
not laying on
Marty in.
the crying.
So third dude is beginning to turn around from having dumped Marty into the trunk.
And I'm assuming he's going to try to get in the car and drive away.
Well, he's being shot at, so maybe.
Or maybe he's going to exchange fire. Okay, yeah, I'll try to shoot at him again.
Okay, so this time,
I got like a laser thing too.
so this time, since we're not in the beginnings of things, now that we're actually in combat, it's for you. It's reflexes plus handgun, which is 12.
Okay.
Except this time you're rolling a d10.
Okay. I got a 1.
Okay, so you miss again.
Are you
Did
doing
these guys ever
crits
fire
or
back or
fails?
what?
Not yet. Their turn has not come up. You guys caught him by surprise. Initially, the initial batch of shots was before they knew what was going on. So
I got stung real bad.
next up is Marty. What are you doing?
Kicking and screaming?
So you kick and scream still with. So I'm assuming that your action is take bag off of head and scream.
Yeah, but I also have body 10. Can I, kick open the trunk?
No, the trunk is still open. The trunk is open.
Oh, it's open. Oh.
Yeah, they literally just chucked you into the trunk and turned around to deal with.
The trunk?
Yeah, they didn't bother closing the trunk.
I jump out of the trunk, and with my slippery speed, I run into the alleyway.
So at the moment you're gonna be able to take the bag off and begin that process because this is in a whopping 3.6 seconds. So no matter how quick you are, even with body and reflexes of 10, it's still going to take you. You can bolt with the bag on your head, or you can take the bag off your head and then run next turn.
I'm taking the bag off first.
Next. Okay. So next we've got Joseph and Big D. Joseph, I'm assuming you're shooting again.
I'm shooting again.
I'm assuming you are. I could be wrong.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm shooting again.
Okay.
So roll
My
a
hero.
d10 this time.
This time's a D10. Same 3 difficulties. 20 to hit. Actually, this time you're not having to worry about avoiding hitting Marty because he's in the trunk and everybody's in front. So 20 hits, 25 is a thoroughly problematic wound for the one you're shooting at.
First gun is a 22.
Okay. So which one? So which one was that aiming at? Was that uninjured, neck wound,
That'd be the
or
guy
shoulder?
I hit first. The guy I got.
So
in
the one with the neck wound.
shoulder
Okay.
area.
So he's the one that you got in the neck. He drops like a sack of potatoes.
And the other
Nice.
guy, I gotta, let me do a little math here. 27.
Okay. Which one was that you were shooting at? The one that you shot in the shoulder, or the one that was uninjured?
The one I winged.
Okay, his head pops like a grape.
Sweet.
Yum.
Minions.
So now there's a heap and a headless heap. Jake, you watch. You're as this is. You're getting to go as he's popping.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, well, since I'm out of a job, if I, kind of maybe save this corporate, maybe he'll like compensate me or something like that. So,
Okay.
well, maybe it's time to get my pistol out, and
Okay.
maybe I'm aiming for the third guy, the one that's not in the heat yet,
Okay.
Well, I keep missing.
the one
Okay.
that the fixer keeps missing.
Okay. So yours is going to be the same difficulty 20. So you need at least so you've got 13 with a difficulty 20. And higher you get, the more likely you are to do something problematic.
So tell me how to roll and figure that again.
So you take 1d10, one 10-sided die, and roll it. You roll that.
You put it in your hand and you shake it.
You be quiet. 3.
3 plus your reflexes plus your handgun.
Okay, so reflex is 8, which is 11, and my handgun is, I use the Militech Arms Avenger. That's my medium auto pistol.
Yeah. Well, for the skill is still the 16, so you get a total of 16. So you wing the car. It goes right past the third guy.
Can I at least shoot the tire out or something?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Pure chance you actually managed to shoot the tire out. So he turns around swearing and pulls out his handgun. And he's swearing because one of his buddies just had his head pop. The other one, so, Brian, what's your current reflexes with your adrenal boost?
13.
13. Okay. And what is your dodge escape? Yeah, he misses you. I'm just looking at your sheet and I'm like, oh yeah,
5.
no. Yeah, no, he would have needed to explode his 10, his D10 roll to have a chance of hitting you. He's not that good. So he shoots, hits the dumpster behind you. And Corey, what are you doing?
At this point, I'm freaking out because I'm just seeing all the blood everywhere and thinking, how am I going to fix all of this?
Besides, you're
Oh,
sitting by the dumpster that just got shot.
No, that was
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
This is the opposite.
Oh.
I think I'm on the corner. So
Yeah. You're near the hood. You're near the hood of the car. So
Okay.
Joseph has actually been firing in your direction, technically.
Okay. So at this point, I've kind of ducked and turned the corner, but I'm still interested because I know that people are getting hurt and I'm gonna have to administer first aid. I don't think I have any weapons on me though because I was at work.
Physicians in this universe, they're gonna be at least minimally armed because there's an entire likelihood that their patient could just flip out and start attacking them. So
cool. In that case, I have my Colt Enforcer weapon. It's kind of a standard issue military
handgun.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I guess once the crossfire started and bullets were flying my way, I pulled my weapon and just kind of had it cocked and ready, just in case. What do I do? Okay, so what's up with that third guy? One guy's head's exploded. Another guy's just down.
Right. He basically got hit in the neck twice.
Okay.
Which basically just the first one nicked the artery, the second one just severed it flat out. Okay. So I mean, he's dropped like a rock, but he's closer to just bleeding out.
Okay, and then the third guy?
Third guy is uninjured.
Okay.
He just took a pot shot at the fast talker.
Okay.
But missed spectacularly.
Okay. And then Marty's just running down the street.
Marty is.
No, I just took the bag off.
Took the bag off of his head, and is beginning the process of getting out of the trunk.
Okay, cool. I think. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and. You know what? Fuck solos. I hate solos. I'm gonna shoot at that third guy.
Okay.
All right. So what do? I get my D10.
So you roll your D10 and you add that to your reflexes and your handgun. And
12 plus 5, 17.
Okay. So you miss doing anything vital, but you hit him in the calf.
Okay.
So you hit him in the back of the leg. So next to the, so now that you've done that, now we get to go back to the top of the order, and Ray, we're back to you.
Well, I've missed twice at this point. So
you could hit on the third time.
Let's see, it's 10.
Yeah. Let me see what we got here.
Now he's not returning fire yet.
He did. He shot at Joseph and missed.
Right. Okay.
Get the dumpster.
Yes.
Yeah, because Joseph is problematic.
He's quick.
Yeah. So roll your D10 and tell me what your total is from the
I got a 5 this time.
So you got a 5. So 17 total, your reflexes plus your handgun.
Yeah.
Plus your 5. Is that 17 correct?
Yep.
This time you actually hit him. You managed to wing him in the hip. Looks like after getting caught in the calf by somebody at the end of the alley, he didn't quite get all the way. He didn't quite get back into full step. So you managed to hit him in the hip.
Okay, and I'm walking closer to the door too.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I hit him this time.
Possibly. Marty, I'm assuming that you're hopping out of the trunk and sprinting in a direction.
No, I changed my move.
Okay. What's your move?
How far am I from our third solo?
You could touch him.
In this one move?
You could literally like like that, and you could be in physical contact with him.
Okay.
We can jump on his back.
Yeah, he's within arm's reach.
Okay. Well, I think I'll go ahead and use my body and run over to him and poke him in the eyes.
Well, there's no running, because you're literally right next to him. Let's see.
I just extend my arm.
Okay. So
Is that how that works?
This is where you're gonna have some fun because that's technically a melee. So you're gonna need to roll.
Melee.
Yep.
All right. A D10. D10.
Yep.
That is a 9.
Okay. So. Wow. So you jammed a finger in his eye. He's now pissed off.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we got Joseph and Big D. Big D, what are you doing?
Well, I'm thinking, I have this speedwear thing, and I was thinking, can I use a turn to like turn that on in case I need to do something next turn, or can I turn it on and then do something, or how does that work?
Turn it on and do something.
Turn it on and do something. So I'm going to try shooting again because I get a +3. It sounds like to whatever I roll, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this time I roll a 4. So 7.
Okay, give me just a moment.
I regret not running.
You managed to tag him. Sorry, give me a second. Really? Fine, Fisher. Don't come say hi to everybody.
Jamming would do more damage.
It's a finger into a cybernetic eye. Not. How many times have you tried to jam your finger into a piece of plexiglass?
It's not like a camera lens or anything. It doesn't get scratched. At least.
Well, it can, but it's not.
How sharp are your nails?
Gio's got the right idea. Gio's got the right idea.
He's got diamond nails.
Diamond nails.
Unique events.
So he's in some rough shape. So Joseph, what's your move now? He's gotten shot 3 times, once in the calf, once in the hip, once in the shoulder.
Shoot him one more time.
Okay.
Poked in the cybernetic eye.
And he got poked in the eye.
Shoot him one more time, and then I'm gonna do something else.
This time you do have your difficulties back to not hit Marty. So 20 hits, but you also hit Marty. 25, and you hit him. 30, and he's fucked.
So I rolled a 1. So if we're crit failing, I rolled a 1. So anyway.
Good job. So
I
you
lost it, man.
take. So I'm gonna just tell you what happens with that one since you've got a 1 and crit fail.
Yeah.
Your arm. That's the one in your left, and that just goes
Yeah, it's my
ting,
left hand.
and shoots the wall next to you.
It's just.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to use my other shot then and kind of curse my arm. Oh, that's better. Hey, just be happy I didn't hit you.
I should have run.
Well, it won't be that bad. Well, yeah, lemon.
Where's the package?
It's
Marty
still with
has
Marty.
Marty, you still hanging on to it?
25.
That's right, only
My other arm.
25.
You holding on to the package.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you managed to hit him. Just yet another time you managed to hit these guys in the neck. You're just shy of being able to pop his dome again.
Fuck, dude.
This poor guy, he's got like a calf, a hip, and the neck.
Calf, hip, neck, and shoulder.
And
Knees and toes. Knees and toes.
So dude is now grabbing his neck and hobbling toward the driver's seat. He's like giving up on trying to shoot you guys. He's now like he does try and
Is this your car?
I'm not liking how this is going at all.
Does anybody here have like persuasion? Can we ask this dude what his deal was?
That's what I asked.
Not in the middle of combat, and this is not the kind of guy that
We can't hold a gun to his head and ask him?
not right now. if you want to try and grapple him, if you want to become an MMA fighter right now, by all means, grab a hold of him and then you can do that. But right now, not quite gonna work so well. Marty,
What? Do you have a gun, Marty?
I do. The laser cannon.
Shoot him.
I try not to use it.
Well, he doesn't have any skill to use the laser cannon. He
I don't
just
have
has
any
it because
skill.
it's
It's like a last minute thing.
What do you do, Marty?
Marty, I need you to make a reflexes body roll, difficulty 30.
Well, that's the only option I have right now because he's got me by the neck.
No, he doesn't have you by the neck. He's holding his own neck.
Got shot in the
Oh, because he's bleeding. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. He's but what because you poked him in the eye, but you're still in the trunk of the car, which is why I need you to make a reflexes body check with a difficulty of 30.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Or I can run.
No, because it's not your turn.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
We're on his turn.
Oh, his turn is to. Okay. Got it.
I need you to make this check to see what happens.
All right, I'm rolling.
Because you are going against him.
Yeah, we're locked in melee right now. I just rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Okay. You just had a trunk lid slam into your head. Because you were still in the trunk. It was like, wham! So that impacts with your head, and you're a little dazed.
Is the trunk closed now?
No, you succeeded
Just
enough.
me.
Yeah, he's. Let's just put it this way. Corey is cringing at what has just happened to your head, and she hasn't cringed at what's happened to the solos at all.
I see that shit every day.
Because basically, you just got. It's a toss-up as to whether or not you got concussed.
Oh shit.
So Corey, you're watching as he slams the trunk lid into Marty's head, and continues hobbling toward the driver's side door. So he's heading toward.
He's heading toward me?
Yes, because he's going. You can obviously tell that he's just like done with the fight. He's got the guy in the car. So he's going to just
the car
try.
door.
Yeah. So he is heading in your direction because you're toward the
Okay.
hood of the car.
How far away are we? Where am I in reference to him? Like, how far away am I?
1 second. So. So the square is a little bit off from things. The rectangle up here. This rectangle up here is a little off from things, but the X is where you are. This X right here is where you are.
Gotcha. I didn't
And
realize we're so close.
Yeah, this is not a long range thing.
Oh, cool. Okay, because I have taser grip, but I want to use it because it sounds cool.
Okay. So
I just don't know like the specifics.
So that's going to be a melee attack to do.
Yes. Dang, I don't think I have.
Yeah, you don't have melee.
Do you have grapple?
I don't see that she has grapple.
I don't.
Do you have athletics?
So maybe I don't have. Maybe I don't. I have combat sense.
Okay. That is going to help out. So are you gonna like make a bolt out of the out of your kind of hidey hole corner to try and get a hold of him to do that? You're gonna try and shoot at him?
So I'm gonna I'm kind of backed up against the corner right now, waiting for the gunfire to stop. And I've got my taser here in my hand. I'm ambidextrous, by the way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spin around and I'm gonna like jump at him and just like bam, like try to get him right in the neck and like tase the dude.
Okay. Let me see what I want to do. So this one's going to be fun. It's going to be reflex plus combat sense. Plus, we're going to throw in dodge and escape just for the sake of making things interesting, since you're dodging out of the corner. I'm stretching things, but I'm in the mood. So take those stats, add them together, and let me know what you get, what your total is.
Okay, so combat sense plus dodge and escape.
And reflexes.
And reflex. So 10 plus, where's dodge and escape? Why can't I find out?
Dodge and escape is under reflex. You have a 3 in it.
Okay, 3. So 13. And then I'm going to roll my d10, yeah?
Yes, please.
7. So 20.
20? Well, you managed to get on his back and jam the taser knuckles into his neck. And he drops like a sack of potatoes, but this one's actually still breathing.
Hey.
Cool.
So
do no harm and all that.
Yeah, so
my hero.
Well, he's breathing, but he's no longer holding his neck wound. So
Save him.
He's breathing. He's bleeding.
Breathing, bleeding. So that's the end of combat. Because unless one of y'all that isn't sitting on top of him wants to go over and just cap him in the head. But I'm assuming that Corey would probably take issue with that.
Can I go open the trunk?
Well, the trunk didn't actually close. It just got the trunk just winged Marty in the head. So he's got a borderline concussion.
Okay. He's down. Does anybody have any rope?
Is this your car?
And of course, my headphones are running out of power.
Marty. Hey.
Oh.
You still have a bag on your head or no?
No, he took off the bag.
A long time ago. Now he has a concussion.
Is this your
I'm
car?
dazed right now.
Do you want to take this car?
What are you asking me right now?
Is this your car? Where are we gonna go?
No, I'm going in the bar, and I'm gonna order a drink.
No, we gotta go.
And then I'm gonna go home.
No. We don't have
Here's
that
the
kind of time.
package.
No, I was told you're coming. I take out that paper. It says,
Okay.
you gotta go. We gotta go. You're gonna take this car?
Look, you guys.
Do I need to
Hey,
take care
I
of
don't
this
know.
concussion?
So-
Is that like
Is
part of my
everybody
stat?
eating ice cream?
Not only
think only one-
eating ice
I
cream.
have mine.
It's really hot in this back room.
I need an ice cream after that battle, seriously.
So
That was bad.
Get your electrolytes up.
Okay.
Do you want to sit inside the car or do you want to stay in the trunk?
First though, is the head trauma, is that part of my stats now? Is that real?
well, for the next couple of minutes, it's not like a permanent concussion, but it's.
All right.
Have you ever gotten? Have you ever gotten hit in the head?
Would you like
Yeah.
to?
You know how you like see stars for a couple of minutes?
Like in the
When you get
cartoons?
hit- No, you actually do that if you get hit hard enough.
Oh. No.
You whack your head, your head, and it turned off on the base of it turned off 10K. You see stars.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I bet on the back of a 10K.
In fact, one of my friends had to stop working electric because of that. So
Kitty.
That
yeah,
hurt.
my cat decided to go hide in his hidey hole.
Okay, look, you guys. Any minute now, cops are gonna show up. We gotta either hit the road, or we need to do something right now.
Yeah,
If
the
you're not
cops
getting out of
should
the
come
trunk,
here
I'm gonna
and
close
start
it.
asking questions.
I'll put
I'm
my
going
hands
back
up to
in for
close
another
the
Jack
trunk.
and
I'm like,
Coke.
you gonna stay in here?
I'm staying here. I'm gonna have a drink. Take the package.
I'm closing the trunk.
You are now inside the closed trunk, Marty.
God dang
Yeah,
it!
well, see, because on the information, I'm giving you a little bit of inside information, Marty. The package, according to the documentation that Joseph has, is you.
Well, I still don't know that.
You
Marty's
think
just a
that
crazy man with a gun to me. I mean, Joseph's just a crazy man with a gun to me.
Who just shut you into a trunk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're now closed in a trunk, and it's and this is after the era where and since this is one of the cars that they knew they were going to be sticking in there, the emergency trunk release has been disabled.
I can't kick out the rear light and wave my little hand out.
Your child hand.
The child hand.
Oh.
Oh, he's waving. He's waving. JJ Bettenbinder.
Okay, so I'm locked in the trunk against my will.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Day's
go
going
get
great.
in the car.
By the guy who you're meeting up with to give the package
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna proceed with my task.
Okay, so Marty's in the trunk. Joseph is climbing into the driver's seat of the car that was there, that was owned by the Solos.
That has a tire shard out of it.
That has a tire shot out on it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So
Turned into a worse kidnapping. I should have just gone quietly.
Right.
So Corey, Ray, Big D, what are you doing?
Well, I turn to Big D and I go, well, that was interesting. And I walk back to the bar.
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous because, you know, I'm not, you know, if the cops do show up, they might see me and recognize me, and, you know, I'm not really too keen on hanging around very too much longer, you know, so I might
come get in the car, man.
I'm thinking I might hop on my motorcycle and kind of follow you and see what's going on.
It's not the worst
Okay.
idea I've heard.
We're
totally gonna leave Corey holding the bag.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Who's
so
gonna deal
I'm
with
thinking
this
about
last?
I'm thinking about grabbing the tased guy because he's not dead, right?
He's not,
Dying.
but he's bleeding out of his neck.
Okay, I'm gonna I've applied pressure to his neck. I'm grabbing him. I'm very strong and I'm pulling him into the car. I'm like, fuck you guys. You got me into this shit. We're going to get through this together. And I'm gonna try to administer
You guys are coming
first.
too? Okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
So the doctor's climbing the backseat of the car saying, I'm coming with you, and so is this idiot.
So is this idiot. Maybe we'll just dump him at the hospital. It's just down the street.
Yeah, I'm not going there. All right. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So are we going?
so Ray is the only one not in the car right now. she's
Nothing
and
brings her
she's watching
motorcycle.
everybody's climbing in the car. Ray's like, peace
Ray,
out.
Actually, I'm not in the car. I'm following on my motorcycle.
Okay, yeah. So Joseph, where are you heading?
Oh, wherever I'm supposed to go. I'm assuming my information said where to go.
Well, they said to go to, and you've got a family safe house. Your instructions were pick up this guy, go to the safe house. We'll tell you where you're going next.
Okay. We go to the safe house. Good job, Gio.
Look, if you have an ice cream ball, if you have an ice cream treat, and you can't just sit back and just chow on it while you're playing Cyberpunk, then what's the point of having the ice cream treat?
Yeah, except Rachel and I already ate ours, so.
Oh, no, I got mine too. It's still hot back here.
Oh, you got an ice cream too?
Uh-huh.
Is that a kitty?
Ah.
My kid is
So we're driving
over
to the safe house?
Yeah, we're going to.
gonna, drive to the safe house.
And
I gotta
I'm
step away for
screaming.
a-
I'm screaming. I'm yelling in the back, like, no. Just roll by the hospital. We'll dump this guy's body right onto the street. Keep rolling. Keep going. We'll just...
So Joseph, this is up to you. You're the one who's driving.
I'm just going to the safe house.
The doc saying stop. The doc is saying stop by the hospital just so we can dump this idiot.
No.
Maybe you could at
I
least
don't
slow
care
down.
about that guy. He's dead.
Yeah. Does anyone want to question? We also have a guy in the trunk.
No.
I'm calling the cops, by the way.
All right, buddy.
That's a terrible idea.
Calling the
What
cops.
should you call the corporate office?
I'm not calling my boss. He's not going to find out about this.
Where are you taking us? Oh my god. He's bleeding out. Where are you taking us?
He's just jamming the music right now.
Okay. Can I ask the... What's his name? Solo? Can I ask the Solo any questions?
I don't know. Pat left.
Pat needs more ice cream.
Pat's out. So we'll just. Oh, there's Fisher. Look at Pat. Kind of looks like what's that guy's name from that band?
Let the kitties look at each other, dear.
I'm trying to put you in there.
Digital boops.
My kid is sitting over there.
Can I question the Solo? Or is he unconscious?
You're muted.
Pat, you're muted.
Hey, Pat. Pat.
Oh.
Oh, play mobile.
What's up?
Hi, Lizzie.
Hey, Lizzie.
Hi,
Just
Lizzie.
saying hi.
Hi. Where's the camera?
This is going to bed. Did you? I didn't shoot
Good
her.
night,
Did you
Lizzie.
shoot her at all?
Bye, Lizzie.
Did you give her Atlantis
Yes.
once or twice?
What? But her sensor's about to expire.
Oh, right. That's why I went to the store. Okay, I love you, honey. Bye. Pat.
Do we have Pat?
No,
I can't hear you.
Still can't hear
This is
Pat.
Eleanor's blood sugar. She's at 180.
Can you hear me now?
It's going to expire.
Yay.
Hey.
Can we hear me now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe. So you're ready, buddy.
He's back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No
Headset
worries.
just-
Got weird without you, dude.
It got real weird.
What are you talking about? Everything's normal here.
So normal. Oh no.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
Okay, you
Can
ask
I-
So did we get to the safe house?
So you're heading
Yeah.
toward the safe house. You have the med techie sitting there going, let me just throw this guy out inside in front of the ER. Just let me do that.
bleeding everywhere.
He's ruining the interior of
Ruin
this
that
guy's
guy's
car, and you are kind of getting the thump of the burst tire.
Uh-huh.
I think she wanted to interrogate the Solo.
But he's unconscious and bleeding, so you can keep him with you
Okay.
if you'd like. She does have the capability of keeping him alive.
Save him. You're a medic, aren't you?
Yeah, I hate these solos though.
Didn't he just kidnap you? Don't you want him dead?
Maybe he's got like a good personality. You get to know him.
So, Corey,
Yeah.
I'd like you to make a tech plus first aid roll. So
Tech
D10 tech plus first aid.
7.
Okay.
So 21.
Okay. Well, you stop the bleeding.
Okay.
So he's no longer bleeding.
Okay.
So you've
Good
at least
job.
got that stop.
Cool.
He's still unconscious right now, but you feel that you don't need to. The lunatic driving this car, you should be okay. You should be okay without him driving past the hospital with you, and so you can just dump the guy. Joseph,
Mm-hmm.
reflexes driving, difficulty 30.
Really? This is a hard car to drive.
It's only got 3 functioning wheels.
Um, 26.
Okay, you figure that you've got maybe another 2 or 3 blocks before this car is done with.
And how much further do I have to go?
Quite a bit.
All right. But is it a walkable distance?
Everything's walkable if you really want to walk.
All right. So I'm gonna.
You've got like 3 or 4 more blocks. It's about 3 or 4 more miles.
Okay, I'm gonna pull over
Okay.
My God.
and let's see if there's an auto drive feature in the car.
There is not.
There's not. All right. I'm gonna get out. Again, totally ignoring Corey. Get out. Go back around to the trunk and open it, and get Marty out. Make sure he has the package with him because he seems to think it's important. And I try to walk him up near the front, and I'm going to try and jam down the gas and put the car in gear and let it go.
Oh shit.
So, yes, Corey, you are watching as this is happening, as you've got the solo unconscious, not bleeding anymore, but still unconscious. As you're watching as this guy is like rigging this car to just drive in a straight line without anybody actually driving.
The wheel, it's just going to go.
But it's got a fucky tire that would make you turn.
Yeah, it should turn anyway and wreck into something.
All right.
I just wanted to wreck away from me.
Okay, so how successful?
That's an excellent question.
Can I?
You ready?
Does the?
Should I roll this?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I will in a moment, but I want to hear what What? Yeah, I want to hear what Corey's doing. And Big D, you're watching as he pulls over and stops and pulls Marty out of the trunk and starts fucking around with in the footwell of the driver's side.
I'm thinking I'm going to offer, I do only have a motorcycle, but I'm thinking maybe we could figure out how to get the package and the delivery person and me on the motorcycle and continue on for a price.
And Corey, what are you doing as you're watching?
So the car stopped, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
For now.
I'm getting out. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm getting out.
Leaving dude in the car.
I'm leaving the dude in the car.
Okay.
So I'm imagining I don't really have anything good to wedge. So we'll see if I can get the guy from the back seat head first and wedge his head into the front of the car. The gas.
I'm gonna go ahead and help.
Why can't
Okay.
you just drive at that point?
I want the car to wreck.
Yeah, I
So-
want my hands to be clean of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and help.
Oh
So
my
I'd like
God.
so Corey, Joseph, I would like you to collectively, both of you, make a drive roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's drive?
It's under reflexes.
Oh, I see it.
Yours
Okay.
is a 4, and you'll need to make you're going to need to make an additional roll on this. It's just to make sure that you can get everything wedged in here. Actually, Corey, you're going to actually
Would
make
this would be
you're
like
making a
an
first aid, not a
athletics.
drive.
Maybe a brawl.
No, yours. In this case, we're doing driving. Except for Corey, this was actually going to be a first aid roll. Actually, it's going to be. I'm not going to make you do the driving roll right now because you're trying to help for the human portion of it. He's concerned about making the car go. You're concerned about making the person function as a wedge.
Okay.
I got 23.
So should I roll again? Because I had rolled for drive. Should I
What did you
roll a new
roll?
one?
It's
A
zero.
zero.
Use the same number on the die, and then just re-add the different numbers.
Okay.
I got a 23.
Okay.
So this is a tech plus 4.
Tech
my roll?
plus 4. Yeah.
14.
14. Yeah, you successfully managed to wedge him in there. Corey manages to narrowly, Joseph, convince you to have him at least in there in a driving position rather than just jamming his face into the accelerator.
Nearly. But look, we could use his mouth to hold it down.
You're like curb stomping the guy into the accelerator.
We'll just wait until it hits something.
Oh.
So, like I said, Corey managed to narrowly convince Joseph that it would be better in the long run for it to look like an actual person, that the person was actually driving and not that they were just jammed into it.
With a bunch of gunshots.
Right.
He died of that.
He died as he lived.
He lived as he died.
Lived as he died, eating an accelerator. Lived as he died as he lived.
On the shifter.
So you've got the car rigged, and you basically kind of got the foot on the brakes as the accelerator's like just gunning it so that it doesn't just take off immediately as you're like wedging him in there.
I'm assuming it's an electric car, so it's instant torque.
Exactly. So So Marty, what are you doing while they're trying to wedge this guy into the driver's seat as you've been let go of the trunk?
So the trunk's open.
Yeah, you've been, not only is the trunk open, you've been taken out of the trunk.
Where am I now?
Well, you were standing on the street as the Nomad and the MedTech are trying to wedge the Solo into the driver's seat to just gun the car into somewhere.
Something weird is happening over there.
You still have the package.
Don't forget Big D sitting there on his motorcycle.
You have the package, and there's and the dude is sitting there on his motorcycle.
And does this dude? Yeah, how close is he? We can all see him. We can all see Big D.
Oh yeah.
It was following right.
Okay.
It was obviously following. He wasn't being subtle about following. He was like right up next to it, like occasionally pulling up to this driver's side, make sure everything wasn't weird. Occasionally pulling passenger side, drop back.
I use my perception and see that although he's not directly tied in with the rest of this group, I could probably pay him to get me the fuck out of there.
I think so.
There's no need for the perception on that. Just roll up and have a conversation. I mean,
I'm here.
I use the powers of perception, okay? And walk over to him. I don't walk over. I run over to him frantically, carrying the package. I ask him straight up, I will pay you to get me out of here.
Talk to Big D.
I will pay you to get me out of here.
Let's do it. Where do you need to go?
You are taking me back to my safe house. I am on the phone with the police at the moment.
No police. No police until I drop you off.
Never
All right.
mind.
So you're
okay,
so Marty wants to go to his apartment, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go to my house, right?
How far away is that?
It's pretty far. It doesn't matter. I'm paying you.
How much?
It's gonna be a lot of money.
We haven't talked yet. We haven't talked money yet. You just got a laser cannon, so you probably don't have too much, do you?
I have a lot of money, dude. A lot of money. Look at my suit.
I call
Does this suit
back from
say
the
I
car.
don't have a lot of money.
I can hear this conversation happening, and I turn around from the car like, it is a nice suit.
Take me to my house. Are you gonna take me to my house?
Yeah, I'll take you to your house.
Great.
Are we done yet? We're putting this
I'm not in the,
This is all going on while you guys are like trying to cram the Solo into the. This is all going on while
Yeah,
while
y'all
you're
are
cramming the
doing
Solo
that.
into
I wouldn't have
I'm
lost
jumping on the
sight
back
the
of Big
package.
D's motorcycle,
all right.
and we're about to fucking fly to my place.
the. Oh well. As you're getting onto the motorcycle, they finish wedging the Solo into the driver's side, and the car just begins to take off. So Corey, Joseph, what are you doing?
If I see him getting on the motorcycle, I'm going to go up and say, "Oh, you want to take the motorcycle now?"
I am just shouting, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here!"
You know what? If I'm looking at a nomad versus a corporate and thinking who's going to pay me more if I do what they want them to do, I'm thinking the corporate's going to, because the nomad is, a nomad.
You just
Yeah,
saw the
he's
nomad blow
nothing.
some people's heads off.
Excuse me, sir. I don't know your name. You have this very fancy motorcycle. I would like to join you on your motorcycle. I also have a lot of money. Can I pay
How many
you
people can you
to
fit on
take
this
me-
motorcycle?
I just want to get away from this maniac.
He's a maniac. Get me out of here. Get me to my place. Leave both of them here for good money. I will take me to my place. I'm just gonna run right now. You'll get nothing.
So is the motorcycle on?
What do you mean on?
He's like, on it right now.
Turn it off,
is it started, or is it just, or is it started and idling, or is it just, or are you just straddling it with it turned off?
Because we just stopped for them to shove the semi-conscious guy into the accelerator.
So I'm going to reach down to the handle and twist it. You know, turn the throttle so it goes. Wow. This guy that I'm supposed to be taking somewhere is almost on it.
So, Big D,
and reach out and stop him from doing that.
So, Big D, I would like you to make a reflexes motorcycle check.
Oh.
Me too.
And Joseph, I would like you to also make a reflexes motorcycle check.
Do tens explode?
Yes. And Big D, your difficulty is Joseph's number.
Okay.
That's
not a good time.
You're rolling against him.
So basically, you need to take. So basically, he's taking and just gunning the motorcycle. And you're trying to maintain control of the motorcycle at the static location. You
32.
will regain control of the motorcycle, but how far below 32 you roll is going to be how long it takes for you to regain control of the motorcycle.
Okay, where did the 32 come from? Did Brian roll?
That's what I just rolled.
That was what the Brian just rolled for Joseph.
Okay, so I have 0 for motorcycle, which is silly because that's what I'm driving, and I have a reflex of 8, and I still think I'm using my speedwear. Am I not?
Yeah, you unless you selected to turn it off.
I did not. So that's a +3. So and then I roll a 10
and re-roll that 10
again.
A 4.
Okay, so add it up.
So we got
14, 8, 3.
14, 22, 27. So high.
Okay, so you're wobbling for probably about a half a minute, which isn't really that long. You did surprisingly well on that. However, so Joseph,
my goal was just to get Marty off the back of it.
Right, and that you succeeded in because you got the motorcycle away. So are you gonna try and get control over Marty, or get Marty with you?
No, we have to go. We have to go to the safe house.
So, I'm thinking, maybe this isn't worth it. I got another person offering to her home. Maybe I'll just do that.
No one's tried to talk to me yet.
Oh well. No. Joseph's now good. Joseph, you have your conversation with Marty.
Dude, we've got to go, man. We have to go to the safe house.
What are you on PCP?
People's trunks. riding on motorcycles? What is
Excuse
wrong
me?
with you?
What-
Take the package. Take it.
Okay,
I don't
Corey.
want it.
What is
You're
in
the
this package? What is in this package? What is this package that everyone's talking about?
I don't know.
Can
Do
we-
you want it?
Can we?
Do you want the package?
Maybe I shouldn't have
I'm gonna
asked.
lay the package on the ground
Where?
Fine.
and I'm gonna slowly back away.
How do you want to go? Do you want us to take that guy's motorcycle?
Okay, look.
You're a medic, right? What kind of drugs is this guy on? Can you fix him?
Can I diagnose illness on?
Can you diagnose illness
sure.
on this person?
My first guess would be a lot.
Sure, you can roll a diagnose. I'll tell you exactly what it is because you can tell immediately. He has too much speed enhancement cyberware.
He's on
Okay.
speed. Okay.
Well, he's not actually on speed. He's just everything. He's basically got enough cyberware that his brain sees everything like the Flash sees everything. So everything to him takes place. Everything you do, he perceives in borderline slow motion.
And right now you're taking forever.
Okay.
And I don't understand why you don't understand that we have to go. Because I've said it to you twice.
I am calling the police using my mini cell phone, which I have.
I will swat the cell phone out of his hand.
Uh-oh.
What?
Stop it!
That cost me $800, dude.
Wait, don't they get to
You
grab the
got
card
it.
you did for the motorcycle?
So,
Can I borrow your motorcycle?
No.
Can you drive
This guy
us
just ruined my
down
phone.
the road?
no, your phone is fine. It's just on the ground.
I'm starting to
It's got
decide that
Gorilla Glass.
much for me. And
It's made by
I'm
Nokia.
incredulous. I'm incredulous, and I'm picking it up.
Okay. I'm gonna grab your arm by hand with my left hand, which you might notice is a little bit longer than my right arm, so my left arm is grabbing you, and it's definitely cybernetic. And I'm gonna start walking with you.
You're now being dragged by the
We
nomad.
have a place we have to go.
The package that you were sure you were taking to this nomad, he is leaving behind to take you with him.
Okay. Where are we going? The safe house?
I'm gonna take out my piece of paper again.
You're just waving around a piece of paper.
This way. It's like 2 miles. I wanna go.
Oh my god. Well, I guess I can't do anything. You got me by the arm. The cybernetic arm.
Just kinda
Okay.
going along.
So Corey, looks like you got something.
Well, okay, so they're walking down the street. Joseph is dragging Marty, right?
Yes.
And the
Like
package
angry
is
boyfriend.
just sitting like right in front of me.
And nobody has introduced themselves to anybody.
And Big D is on his motorcycle wobbling down the road.
Yeah, he's managing to get control of it now.
I've wrested control of my motorcycle, right?
Yeah, you're finally getting it like back under control.
I was thinking I'd go back and I'll carry a ride because she's still asking for one. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking I give her a ride and I go home and I go to bed at this point. So.
I feel like I should ask you for your name.
Oh.
I feel weird. I don't like riding the motorcycles of people, of strangers. So,
Well, just a minute ago, you seemed extremely anxious to get out of there.
yeah, I am anxious to get out of here. But do you mind if I
you had a
take
real
the package
bonding
with
moment.
me? I mean, I'm just out of curiosity. I just kind of want to see what's up with this thing, and you can drive me home, and I'll give you whatever whatever euros
Whatever.
it costs for me to just fucking get home. I'm so tired.
Pat, what did the car do?
Well, it sounds like you can ask for anything.
Well, the car rammed into a wall.
Is it still going?
The wheels are still going. But you smell ozone.
Good.
Which if you've have any of you ever been around a punctured lithium-ion battery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that smell when it's punctured, but it hasn't yet like gotten enough oxygen mixed in to actually ignite? That's the smell that's coming off the car.
Okay, is this a deserted street? Like there aren't any passersby?
Yeah, what is
Well, it's a warehouse district
Mm,
because they were headed to the warehouse. The safe house is in the warehouse district of Night
Okay.
City. So,
all right. So how does that sound, Mr. I didn't get your name.
Big
my big cool Big B.
you asked? Now you can get on.
Do you mind if I open this package real quick? I just want to kind of take a look. Can I open the package?
Or lady, I don't care. Actually, you say you're actually it's not lady because you.
Oh right, sorry. My name's Corey.
Right.
Lady
Yeah.
man, Mr. Lady.
Just call me Corey.
Yes, got it.
All right. Do you mind if I open the package?
I do
it's blank printer paper.
Yeah, the package, right?
The package is blank print. It's full of just like a stack that thick of blank printer paper, like an inch and a half thick of just blank printer paper.
What is it like? 20 pound?
Yeah.
20 pound bond. Would you say?
That sounds good. So it's not card stock. We're talking just a.
It's
just a regular bond.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just gonna throw. I'm just like, this is fucking crazy, and I just kind of throw it on the ground and get on the motorcycle.
Do you guys know how much?
Shout, you're responsible for that.
Copy paper. They're not going to have the budget to buy that copy paper next year.
You're accountable for that. That's what I'm shouting.
Oh, you haven't seen any of this. This is you're getting like dragged down the street, and you're more concerned with the guy who's like just pulling you down the street, just like.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Waving the sheet of paper around. All right. So where are we going?
So where are you from?
I'm from fuck you, dude. Where are we going?
I've never been there. What company do you work for?
I am a CEO. And whoever's paying you, I can pay you more.
Everybody's the CEO. I'm a COO of these nuts.
Okay. Those nuts want some synthetic underwear that fit nice? You can afford anything you want.
Synthetic underwear.
You name your price.
I'm just fine.
You're fine. All right. Well, where are we going?
Down the street.
What's down the street?
The
Joseph.
house. Take out the piece of paper. The house.
Okay, let me look at this piece of paper. What's written on it?
So,
right back in the pot.
So Joseph, do you actually let him read the piece of paper, or just keep waving it in front of him?
Sure, yeah, no, he can have the piece of paper.
Okay, so the piece of paper says to take the package to safe house within the warehouse district. You do notice that the package is you. the guy who comes with the package is the package.
And it just says where to deliver it.
Yeah, it says to take you. It says to take the package, which you now understand is you, not the thing you were bringing. It's you to the safe house.
Listen, Joseph, I don't know what you're being paid, but I can pay you more to deliver me to my home.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, then.
Sometimes things are not about money.
All
you
right.
guys never understand that.
Well, can I appeal to your humanity? Because I am a human being.
60%.
Well, together we make a full human being.
Stop. One leg in front of the other. It's called walking.
God damn it.
I
am
don't
fast
see it
talking.
as a problem that you are being taken to a safe house. It's got safe in the name of the house. I'm sure you'll be okay.
You can't guarantee that.
I don't make guarantees.
All right, well, can I seduce you? I'm level 3. Yeah. And I have painting skills, level 1.
Marty, if you want to seduce him.
What do you say, Joseph? Back to my place, a couple of drinks.
I don't know, roll it.
Have it on ice. I got cable. I do.
Walking Dead season 19.
Roll it.
Season 20.
See, I'm more amused and more interested in seeing it actually roll out, and seeing it actually go. But okay,
all right, I'm gonna try it.
Because you never know.
So
you never know, Joseph.
Seduction, empathy. So, it's a total of 7. Let's see, Joseph.
What's my to resist?
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm. I'm gonna have you do an awareness notice. And so, Marty, your seduction roll, your difficulty for the seduction roll is going to be Joseph's awareness notice roll.
So it's awareness notice and
plus
what?
Intelligence, int. Awareness notice, int.
Okay.
And so, Marty, you're rolling empathy plus seduction.
22.
All right.
And your goal is 22.
All right, and I'm rolling a d10.
Yep.
It is a 1.
Yeah, your seduction fails miserably.
Critical fail, but
yeah,
shut down.
Yeah,
friend zoned.
Joseph kind of you start trying to seduce Corey, and he just puts the finger up against your mouth and goes, shh,
not Corey.
This is not the time. Or not Corey, about Joseph. But now is not the time.
Maybe later.
Right. I had to try. Maybe I'll roll again for that one later.
I mean, we have a couple miles that we're walking. Are there any cars?
A couple miles, holy crap.
So basically, for perspective, and so kind of the idea, you're kind of going toward, you're in kind of the same area, just for like a view. You're in kind of the same area that Tyler Durden's house was in Fight Club.
Paper Sheep Soap Company.
Yeah. So you're like industrial district, but there's like this one residential house that's there for some reason. and you're just working your way there, down the street, you can at this point you can see the house. You can see the house where you're going to.
Okay.
Like you've gotten to where you're, but you can still tell it's a ways away. But with the distance that you're at, it's within view.
Is that car blown up yet?
Well, it's on fire. It really hasn't exploded, but it's beginning to set. It's on fire, and it's beginning to set the building it's crashed into on fire. So,
cool.
Fire department is probably going to be on the way shortly. So D and Corey, you guys, you're heading. D's giving Corey a ride back to their place.
Yep.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. D.
Yeah.
Look, I'm thinking about it now, and that poor guy. He's getting dragged down the street by that maniac. I know it's really not any of our business, but maybe even just for the comedy of it. Do you think we could turn around and check up on them? I just want to make sure that everything's okay. Like, I'll throw in some extra cash for you.
So you want to follow them a little bit? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean check up on see if everything's okay? I mean, he's dragging him down the street.
Sure. Like that guy is clearly high as a kite. And probably mentally. I'm just thinking, we should probably do something.
Are we like going to persuade him to let this person go?
Yeah, maybe we can figure something out. The two of us together, to put a little good into this godforsaken world.
Your character's all over the place. You just tried to cover up body.
Oh.
So, how many drinks are you in at the bar at this point?
Me? Yeah.
How many drinks deep are you at the bar?
Well, I had a couple more, and I'm starting to stagger home.
Okay. Your phone begins ringing.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
We heard you're looking for work. And in the middle of all this, you've also been questioned by the cops about what went on outside. Not because you may have been involved, just because there has to be a cursory investigation.
Sure.
The people don't have anything to identify them as being human or classified that way by the police, so they don't care. But there were shots fired, and somebody might have actually gotten hit, so you got questioned, and they let you continue drinking.
Somebody shot that dumpster.
That is actually the bigger deal, is the dumpster getting hit more than the guys getting killed. But you get the phone call.
Are they worried about the corporate guy at all? Because I did say it was some corporate dude.
No.
Was shoved into a trunk.
No, because there's no evidence. That this is not a. This area of town is kind of an enter at your own risk kind of area of Night City. Like, there are parts of Night City that are the good area, like the Arasaka Tower, the megaplex there. Some of the other arcologies. Here, yeah, if you're here, you might as well have signed a waiver saying, I take full responsibility for any stupidity that happens to me while I enter in this area. And pretty much everybody knows that. Because the cops don't care that much. Because they're not paid enough to care that much. So, you get the phone call. We could use some assistance from you. We need to get some documentation for a couple of people. If you'd be so kind as to make your way here, it would be a lucrative proposition for you.
Define here.
They give you an address. It's in the industrial area of Night City. It's a weird address for the area, but you know relatively how to get there. You could drive there, you could take a motorcycle, or you could take a cab, whatever method you want to take.
I'm thinking at this point I better take a cab.
Okay. So
because I'm sure my driving's impaired.
Probably. So yeah, they'll just take you to, if you're willing to. We'd like to have you meet with some of our associates, and we'll arrange the payment method on site.
Do I know this person?
No, it's an unknown number, but it's you don't even know how they would have gotten a hold of you, but you know that maybe there's a slim chance that some of your boss's contacts might be looking for somebody new, since your boss is, a pile of liquid. They're harboring on your previous reputation.
Okay.
Okay. So right about the time that Joseph and Marty arrive at the door to the safe house, Big D and Corey roll up on Big D's motorcycle, and watches as Marty is dragged up the steps. And a few moments later, cab pulls up as Marty's getting dragged up the steps. Cab pulls up. Ray, you see this out of the car. You see the people that you were dealing with earlier. One of them is dragging another one up the steps of this house. You see Big D. You see the med tech on the motorcycle, kind of observing. So what do you guys do?
Well, I'm going to turn to Big D and say, hey, weren't you back at the bar?
So guys, anybody gonna help me? Is anyone gonna help me? You guys on the motorcycle. Can you get this guy off me?
And then I ask the dude on the motorcycle to fill me in on what's happened so far. Like, whoa, how'd you get here?
So I tell her about
the same guy from the bar.
We took a detour.
You did notice on the way over, you did pass while you were in the cab, the car that they were trying to put the guy into, on fire, the building that it was crashed into starting to catch fire. The dude who got tased by the medic in the driver's seat of the car.
So it's a long.
It looks like he may have been in the process of beginning to burn alive. and the door of the house opens up. What's the password?
I get the paper out.
It just waves you in.
Is it on the paper?
As far as he's concerned, the paper is the password. He knows you. You're a known quantity.
Oh,
This is one of the higher ups in your family.
right. I'm supposed to bring this guy.
He's taking me in here. Anybody want to jump in? Taking me inside.
Well, so Corey's here because she convinced me to take her here out of like some sort of good of humanity spiel that she gave me, and then Rad Ray is here because she's looking for, or she got a potential job, and so here we are. We're sitting outside of the house, right?
As you've watched as Joseph and Marty have been. Joseph walked in, dragging Marty with him.
I think we should like torch the house or something.
Look at what?
So Ray, the address that you were sent is the address that they just walked into.
All right, then I walk up to the door.
What's the password?
I don't know. I got a phone call from whatever number it is.
They wave you inside.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure what is driving me except for pure curiosity, but I'm gonna try to go in.
I'm gonna go with curiosity and sleep deprivation. Like
Sure.
the inhibitions that you would have of like, I should not do this.
Yeah.
That the sleep deprivation is making you go, I'll do it anyway. Why not?
Try and like walk in the front door, or like look for a back door or a window.
No, I'm gonna just go up and.
Well, they're just letting everybody in.
Yeah, they're just letting everybody in.
They just seem to be like,
What's your
come on.
story?
So I'm just gonna knock.
They don't even bother asking you about the password. They just let you in. Well, the thing is that nomads have learned if somebody's in scrubs, just let them in because they're going to be helpful in some way.
Right, it's just easier.
Yeah, either they're going to call the cops and cause a fuss, or they're going to be of help. So you can either have help or fuss. We'll take the help.
All right, I'm going to make up a story. Somebody in the family called me in to repair their.
Oh, you're here for the cable? Cool. Hookups are in the back.
For the cable. Cable guy.
Cable guy.
And with that, that's where we're going to call things for now.
We all made it.
We did it. We made it to the safe house.
That was horrible.
In a couple.
Jesus, Pat. Sorry we made it so hard.
It's okay. I knew it was going to be a club. You guys have the most absurdly lovely combination of people because you have everything but a fighter and a bard. Like right. in D&D terms, because you have, and I apologize, I'm pointing to where you are on my grid on my screen. You have the rogue, you have the cleric, you have the other rogue, you have the other rogue, and you've got the baron.
Right.
Like there is no. This is not a part. Like if you were to try and assemble this kind of party in D&D, you'd be like, there's
just a thieves guild party.
Yeah, there's nobody to fight. There's no fighters amongst you. There's the person who can make things happen. There's the person who can make things work. There's the DPS dealer. There's the healer. And then there's the money man. Who's a reluctant money man at that.
I love it.
I think
So-
the tricky
Fun,
thing is
guys.
that every character is like aloof. Like nobody wants to be
So I will say I tend to run things where I try and make things so that if there's interaction between the characters in the party, I don't want to. I try and avoid having the roles go back and forth like rolling for the stats. I'd rather you just try and actually BS your way through what you threw. That seduction roll, I wanted Jonah. I really wanted to see you try and seduce Joseph. I wanted
me
you
too.
like not just the roll. I wanted to see the actual seduction attempt because that's
You can get a
comedy.
bonus.
Yeah, that's comedy genius in gold.
Didn't work.
So Rachel, Jake, Jonah, when you get around to it, shoot me. I've got the stuff for the equipment. Shoot me backstory stuff. When you get around to it, there are reasons, as I'm sure Gio and Brian have the glimpses of. Now, be aware. Any benefits you get from that backstory, there's gonna be a flaw. There's gonna be a hindrance, as they're both aware of.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like the thing since Brian's still recording this for the YouTube, purely player knowledge. Brian, he's loaded to bear with cyberware, even though he only had $6,000 to start out with, because I made all of his cyberware cheap as shit. However, all of his cyberware is secondhand.
It's all a little glitchy.
Yeah. So
Still kind of in sync with its previous owner type of thing. Or?
exactly. Well, and
Every now and then the left arm
second.
do stuff.
like the left arm's a little longer than it should be for his body. The ear, the skin tone on a cybernetic ear doesn't quite match up with his skin tone. His eyes
One
don't
green
match.
eye, one blue eye.
Right. So these are all things that oh, well, that's a problem. It's because it's something that he sticks out in a crowd when and unless he's actively hiding things, he kind of sticks out. He looks a little bit like Frankenstein's monster.
On a good day.
Yeah. He's got family that's still looking out for him. He's got some stuff that he can do, but that family's still looking out for him. Gio's got a bounty on her head. These are all things
Who doesn't?
Well,
A what?
Bounty.
Oh, bounty.
and then she's got some minor PTSD. It only comes
Clearly
up-
self-inflicted PTSD.
but then there are benefits that but the thing is that there are benefits that those are tied to. They have those flaws, they have those problems, but they are classed with benefits. And I may decide that those, if depending on how often those flaws may come into play, I may adjust those. But yeah, so I mean, everybody's got their.
So
Oh, here, but,
I'll email you my gear list, my wish list.
Cool. Like I said, the biggest concern that I have is that that it stays within the constraints of your available humanity.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that.
All right, everybody. I'm tired.
Jonah.
Take care. Have a good night. Sleep well, and I'll see y'all on Monday.
all right, bye.
Yeah.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Sleep well.
Everybody.